Do you getting old, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like I think 40, I'm all right, but when I
when you hear the number.
40, you're close to
Yeah,
close,
you hear
isn't
the
it?
number, yeah. Getting close to what?
Big 5-0.
Oh, the big 5-0, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
There he is.
But I couldn't give a bollocks about
No,
being
of course
50 as
not.
well.
Show me belly, alright?
Huh?
Next side up.
I don't think there's any fucking choice there.
This is the crudo.
Okay. What is it again?
So this is pickled kiwi and charred orange.
Okay.
And then this comes with a buttermilk dressing. And then herbs, like only stalks of the herbs we make into an oil, so it's no wastage. So everything that we pick and all the stalks we just make.
So it's just like a herb oil, herb emulsion kind of thing?
Yeah. So it's just made with the dill stalks, parsley stalks, and the basil stalks.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll pour it over for you.
And you just lash it on?
Just lash it on, yeah. Yeah, we just use the same pickle liquor
few
for all
side
our
plates.
pickles. So that's pickle.
Yeah. Probably a few side plates would have been the right shout, yeah.
So,
Are you limping there, are you? Huh? Oh, that's right.
I
you
would have
just-
liked to get pollock, but we
Okay.
got caught instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was no pollock.
Would you know the difference in terms of?
I just wanted a meaty fish
Yeah.
that could hold the liquor without it pickling it, or try and get a bit of orange with the fish as well. We could put more on if you like. But
I was going to say, if you weren't so fucking stingy with your orange, I would have got a bit of orange.
we'll put more on. We'll put more on.
It's like the loaves and the fishes here,
How
isn't it?
about
Half and half an orange between 5 people.
But the orange makes a pop, but the liquor itself is quite acidic.
Yeah.
But the orange it brings out the fish a bit more.
What fish is it?
It's cod on it. Yeah. But I think it's quite nice.
Now, I'll be obviously honest.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah.
When it first came out, I thought it was a plate of disappointment,
Yeah.
but the sauce really changes it
Sauce is
completely.
beautiful, yeah.
So, what's the benefit of? So that's what I thought. I thought to myself, and everyone has their own opinion, and I suppose that's important for everyone to individually have an opinion and not copy the leader. I suppose
Yeah.
whoever goes first, meaning. Yeah, I thought it was tasty. Is there any benefit in the presentation that way? I don't know.
I thought it was because there was a big surprise when you poured it. I thought it was going to be
Because you see the white under the green?
You see the green and the white mixing, so I think it's
Yeah.
completely at variance what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's definitely the wrong plate, isn't it?
Cooped.
Yeah, it should be a little more bold.
Well, it
shouldn't
just
Yeah.
doesn't show off the colour. It's kind of like if it was a darker plate.
We
If it was
used to use a dark black one. Or
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
If it was a black plate, then the colour ratios just completely pop.
Yeah.
More fruit as well.
So
Yeah, I'll put more fruit on
Kiwi's
it.
lovely on it.
It is good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Kiwi
really
fish.
yeah, I
not
would have
kiwi,
liked to have
kiwi
trying a bit of kiwi. Only way you gave
Some
two,
bad
you
up
fucking
slows.
miserable bastard. You. Is that it's all kiwi? Is it?
So so the dice and the flat one is pickled, and the dice one's just diced kiwi.
Savage, I really like that.
I think it's good.
And on there was crudo, and then there was another version. Was there
I was going to do a ceviche, but I went against ceviche.
Okay, so you're just doing crudo, so you had a choice on the original menu. It was
Yeah.
Pickles lovely.
But
Dice, isn't it?
like, you could argue it is ceviche.
Exactly.
Like
It
it's
Yeah.
like what is ceviche? It's
Yeah. I'll let
basically
you guys
that.
do the wording about it to make it more kind of.
yeah.
But crudo is Italian for raw fish.
Yeah.
You could get your waiters to explain that or whatever. But
See, I like no explanation because then
yeah.
that just creates layers of work, and then it's potential ball drops because if the waiters don't explain it, then it's all.
Yeah.
And that's why these things come out like. If the customer's pouring it, that's fine. If a waiter's pouring it, we're just double jobbing, and what's the return
That's
of
what I
benefit
mean.
of doing all that
You
sort of
literally
stuff?
just drop and leave it and just go, guys, the liquor's here, just pour it over, and there you go.
I think it needs to be a dark plate to make it pop, and I would say lots more garnish in the front of it because I didn't think it was pretty.
Yeah.
I thought it was just
Until the liquor went over.
yeah. I think visually when it first came down as edge, I thought it was it's a bit flat.
And it's good dish in the sense of the garden element of what one is going to be. So the
That's
green
what I
we
was-
were bringing in and that pop of
Yeah.
just.
So we're trying to do
Colour.
a good bit of oils and trying to oils are very good for wastage. We're just trying not to waste. In all the kitchens that I did, it's minimal waste for us. Like even the oranges, we'll press it and then we'll just keep pressing them until all the juice comes out, and we'll use that in this maybe. Or
So one of the important things we're trying to get across is, well, not get across, to rephrase that, Adam and I were talking. We're not going to be a restaurant that goes on about sustainability and all
No.
that. Personally, I think that's a load of bollocks,
No,
right?
no.
I think if you want to be sustainable, be sustainable,
Yeah.
but shut your mouth about it. You don't have to be virtue signaling, we're a sustainable restaurant and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So we're trying to use clever ingredients, clever dishes that are sustainable, kind of ethically, morally the right thing to do. But we're not going to really talk about it that much.
Yeah.
A matter of fact, it'll be on the website. We'll make a reference to it, but there'll be no talking about it. We'll just be doing what we're doing that we think is morally and ethically the right thing to do, without forcing down people's throats. Because at the end of the day, no one gives a shit. Some people do give a shit, but we're certainly not going to try to use it as a hook or a sales tool to try to get people in. We want it just to be, this is what we're doing because we believe it to be correct and right, and at the end of the day, we can produce great shit. So that's the idea. Cool.
So we're going to get a custom plate for this. We're going to get something specific and
Yeah.
I like the clay. I like the weight of it.
yeah.
So maybe the same company.
loads
Can just
of
do
Like as a first draft, well, first for us to see it,
Yeah.
it's 100% can easily turn into a dish with minimal work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning,
Yeah.
as we just said, all things just
I love the
Salted
simplicity of
and
it.
dried. Yeah.
And is there
I
anything
love-
done to the fish, or is it just simply?
It's salted overnight.
salted, yeah.
So we just got the cod, salted it, rolled it overnight, left it out, and then it kind of gets hard. It needs to get firm.
Okay.
If it comes in with skin on, it's pretty.
And surely we could go crudo today. The protein could change.
Yeah, 100%. But
Okay.
it has to be white fish.
It has to be white.
Yeah.
Tuna wouldn't work.
Tuna would work.
It doesn't have to be white
No.
due to the construction of the dish. You just
Doesn't, no.
all right, fine.
It could be if you have a special on tuna, we can use tuna. It'll probably sell more. But I personally like.
But it'd be nice to do
cheese
crudo
white
today
fish.
because in Ireland fish is nightmare to
I heard,
get.
Yeah.
Like you're going to get a shock.
So
Like,
you could just call it fish crudo or raw fish, whatever you want to call it, and then you could go to your waiters, go, sorry, the crudo today is cod, the crudo today is pollock, the crudo today is tuna, the crudo today is that.
Because how it works over here, I don't know if you remember.
I don't.
Right, how it works over here, it'd be literally, for example, sea bass, which will come in and, you know, it's all, let's say, 99% of it's Greek and farmed,
Yeah.
That'll land in Ireland on a Tuesday and land again in Ireland on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So you buy your sea bass on a Tuesday, it's landed that day.
Yeah.
You're buying it on Friday, you're still getting Tuesdays.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah,
It doesn't
it's
come, and that's the same
in
with
this
anything. Cod will land
Yeah.
on Monday.
Yeah.
It's not like people have this romantic notion that fucking cod comes in every day and
No.
someone brings it in
No,
a
it's on
basket.
the ice, yeah.
So that's why if we have a crude of the day,
Yeah, it's-
because we're going to need to do that to maintain freshness, daily freshness, you need to
Yeah.
Anyway, cool.
I'll keep an eye on that for sure when it comes in.
Yeah.
And if you get specials on whole fish, it would be cool for the juniors, and I can show them how to do it. We can just salt it there if it's a special.
Yeah.
Even if we could just get one whole fish, and then that could be the crudo of the day or the 2 days, then we can just dry it out.
Yeah, daily. All right, rock
Alright,
on.
we'll take
Next.
it back,
Yeah, good man.
Welcome.
I really like the simplicity of that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, when I first came down, I went, oh, jeez, we're in trouble here.
The colour of the sauce is nice, though. You pour it
Yeah,
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's lovely.
I love
That
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a nice explosion.
But on, as you said, I like hit a dark place, and then obviously the white contrast to black, but just all of a sudden it's just.
This is the stretch.
It's three elements.
Black plate for it. Coffee tomato and batch loaf. So I just wanted to use batch loaf. They don't. I don't know.
Growing
It's the
up
best,
with
isn't
kids,
it?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I got so bread 41.
Literally 5 minutes away
5
from.
minutes away.
from-
Yeah, just there. That's where I collected it. I collected it from there.
Okay.
Lovely.
Okay. Cool. So this is stracciatella with.
This is stracciatella with confit tomatoes. I'm a bit disappointed with tomatoes because they're pretty shit. So obviously we'll have a word with Keelings or wherever we get tomatoes off to make sure it's either heirloom or something nice.
Yeah.
It's not tomatoey, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
quite watery. It's a bit bizarre by me because in New Zealand the tomatoes are lovely no matter what it is, plum, whatever. It tastes like tomato.
Yeah.
But so the way we confit it in, and then we'll use the confit oil to make the herb oil for this.
So you literally confit the tomatoes in what kind of oil?
Just actual normal olive oil,
Okay.
and then we turn that olive oil into a herb oil with the stalks from the basil.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and
Rock
then
on.
it's just that. Yeah, and then batch loaf. Yeah,
So
making a fanboy of it.
yeah. You just literally just cut it. One person cuts it, get a spoon,
People
put it
are
on
gonna
it,
put
eat it.
butter on the bread.
Yeah.
They will ask for butter for the bread.
Will they?
Yeah, for sure.
They can get butter. They can get sourdough.
you have toasted this.
It's so I kind of warmed it to dry this so that when the cheese hits it, it doesn't like slide
Go
off.
soggy.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Like a panzanella kind of.
kind of. Yeah, It's quite similar. Yeah.
I wonder is there an angle there for
It's
criticism?
nice. It's good. Sorry.
I wonder is there an angle for criticism there
I don't
from
know,
a
if
customer's
it-
point of view.
if
Do they
there is-
pick up that bread? Obviously, we're coming from food background, knowledge, reasons why we'd have been obviously from being in the industry,
Yeah.
know things and cop on to things.
Yeah.
Average Joe doesn't. Do they pick up the bread and just say it's stale? because it's crusty on the outside, but there's no colour on it of indication of it being toasted, will people just assume it's
I think
stale
it's very
bread?
intentional.
You think a customer would cop onto that?
I think you're right. We'll just warm it. I actually
I
think
really like the crustiness to it.
But I think he's
No, we
actually
can-
right because we're chefs. We know what the intention is. But I'm just thinking of my ma. If she came in and had that, she'd be like, Jesus, look, it's got
Bread
dry
stale.
bread.
Yeah, straight away I think that's what people say.
So what we'll do is
No, we could if you like, because I
Warm it.
also understand if that was soggy bread, then it's just this wet, limp mouth feels not nice. Just the wording of the
think it's
bread
essential
with
that
it should be lightly toast batch or well, then we're covered.
Yeah.
But you can't just drop that down the table and
I agree, yeah. I'm just trying to get it right from sourdough. We do have a sourdough option which comes with like hair butter, which we'll whip and then have sea salt on top. I can show you that.
Well done.
So good, isn't it?
That's it.
It just sits there. It's like a fucking,
You're dead right on the tomatoes.
it's fucking nothing.
will we
isn't
just get a load of butter and jam and just and that's it, just serve that. Just get this bit of just jam sambos.
Well, yeah, I think it's a bit of nostalgia as well. Batch loaf, everyone had it. Chris sandwiches was a bit of batch loaf, but I did anyway.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Bread is
No.
bread.
It's quite bland.
The bread
There's no
itself.
seasoning in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's the tomato. So if you get a proper tomato,
yeah,
it's just
like
gonna
so.
burst it through.
If all I really taste is cheese.
Yeah, but that's what it's. If those were proper tomatoes, I promise you now that it would be amazing.
Yeah. Or maybe, well, proper tomatoes, which is fine for
Seasoning.
3 months of the year in
But
Ireland.
we could. It
But
could
no,
be
we can bring
stracciatella
in.
with-
Sorry, we can
Of
bring
course, we
in.
would
You can bring
season
in
them
from everywhere.
But it doesn't have to be tomatoes. We used to use confit persimmons. We used to use blood orange. It doesn't have to be tomatoes.
Yeah.
We could change it when the season's over. Like blood orange is quite nice when you
And even the little shallot rings, like I didn't.
nothing. They're only 1 day pickled, see, so maybe.
Well, do you know what? I'm eating it there now, and I can clearly taste it's pickled. But when I ate it, I'm not 100% did I actually get one.
Okay.
I didn't notice it if I did.
Yeah. But I know this needs work. Like I know that by tasting.
Yeah.
It. But if we had the proper fresh tomato, I promise you wouldn't be saying it's bland. But I know where you're coming from because
Yeah.
I taste it and I know it's bad. And I didn't want to put salt in it because I'm not really a chef to put salt on it to make it taste like better. I'd rather put some product on it to make it taste better. If that makes sense. Like a pickle.
And the
or-
cheese, you wouldn't want to salt the cheese
We will salt the cheese. I should have salted the cheese. Yeah.
because the cheese is obviously the dominant flavour.
Yeah.
Now it's a very fine line to seasoning cheese
Yeah.
before it just tastes completely different.
Yeah, yeah. Because I've made stracciatella before, and we used to season the milk before we did it. So they obviously just made it and didn't season the milk.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
It needs work.
Concept fine.
Needs work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's fine.
Conceptually fine. It's just for me. It's just like a burrata, really, isn't it?
So burrata is basically it.
Yeah. No, but
You have the mozzarella, it's stuffed. Yeah.
But you can imagine it's just that's the I didn't taste really any of the other components. I just tasted a
Yeah.
plate of cheese. And is a plate of burrata and a plate of stracciatella lovely? Of course it is.
It needs,
Was that the
it needs
dish you were
something
trying to
complement.
create?
No.
Yeah.
I was very just because I only tasted tomatoes to be honest when I actually served it. I didn't taste the tomatoes this morning, which I don't know whether it made a difference, but I just didn't expect it to be so like tomatoes. You know?
Do you remember when we were in Rome? You ordered something very similar to this, but it had anchovy. We were all
yeah.
and the anchovy just popped.
Pops out, yeah, it's proper
popped it.
salty.
Oh, that was magic, wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
Remember that?
Yeah,
Proper. They were.
and it was very similar. It was
Yeah.
just the anchovy, like you said.
It's salty,
You don't
yeah.
want to salt it, but you want to use a salted element.
Exactly, yeah. We
Could
could
be
do
answer.
that. Like we used to do, like deep fried anchovies, and we powder it up and put it over around it.
Yeah.
We could do that. People are weird about anchovies, aren't they?
Yeah, but if it's on the menu with anchovy,
That's it.
you
That's it.
order it.
You
If you
order
like
it,
an
you-
anchovy,
Well,
you
let's try.
don't.
We could try it with anchovy again.
Well,
Do
like
you
I
want
didn't.
another plate?
I think try it with your. Get the dish the way you want to get it,
Yeah.
and then go
try
from there.
that.
So, like, is it workable? Of course, it's workable. It's a good ingredient. It's just at the moment, the components didn't taste. Batch is solid,
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, savage.
isn't it? Clever
Yeah,
idea, isn't it?
yeah.
Nice touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll give you a few mains
Cool.
and a few little sides,
Yeah.
and then that'll be it. And then we'll try a few more maybe next week.
Yeah,
So
fine.
see
Yeah,
how
yeah,
it
yeah.
goes.
Grand, yeah.
What
we
did
have
you
a
do with the anchovies? Did you say did you deep fry them and like use a?
We would
as a
literally
crumb,
just
like?
as a crumb,
that's
yeah,
a
just
good
like a
idea.
little crumb.
So you'd use that as your seasoning effectively.
Yeah.
That might be nice.
Sounds like a good idea.
I can't remember that exact thing we had. What was it?
It was burrata with anchovy, olive, and bread.
So simple, right?
Yeah.
I just
And
love
olive
it.
oil.
I
And
remember
olive
just
oil.
absolutely
And the
loving it.
simplicity of it.
Yeah, it was magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But getting a good quality anchovy is the key,
Yeah.
as opposed to those little scrawny, horrible yolks out of a tin.
Soaked in a 10.
Yeah,
John West.
Yeah,
John West.
yeah, yeah.
Have some John West too.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Rock
so
up.
just give me 5 minutes for the man.
No
Just
problem.
have a
Yeah,
chat.
perfect. Yeah.
Imagine we came along, I said to Graham joking, imagine we came along today and it was just really bad.
I know. That's. I'm not joking you.
It's like a blind date.
It could have been one. It could have been one of those €1 balls of mozzarella just sliced on a plate with a banana. There you go. Says,
That first menu draft that came through with the big David shared one with us, didn't he?
Yep.
Is that
The chicken.
That's the bone.
listen, we could go back and forward forever on menus on paper. So we just get a flavour of it. I suppose Adam produced his first menu. What I liked out of it was that we didn't give any real direction. We just said produce a menu, a brunch menu, lunch menu, dinner
Brunch,
menu.
lunch,
Brunch menu, lunch, dinner menu, with no direction. But then his first menu came back with, obviously it was too small, it was too short. I hate small menus because it's not customer focused. But he had sandwiches on it, right, which was great because for me, if a chef's willing to cook a sandwich,
Of course, yeah. Do it well.
yeah, he's the worst. I'm not joking. This fella here can't make a fucking sandwich for love nor money. He is the worst sandwich maker in the like. It's like you laugh. You get a ham and cheese toasty off him, and it's inedible.
Really bad.
But
Like
no,
soup, all that stuff, great. Just sandwiches is me, actually. Wow.
we had a fellow once beef lobster. We let him.
oh
We're
yeah,
afraid of him getting
It
yeah,
wasn't me, by the way.
yeah, Darren, yeah.
I didn't want to come
Yeah.
names, but we give him a bit of rope saying, here, go on, create your own
Specials,
sandwich for Friday
specials.
lunch.
Head chef, by the way, head
No,
chef.
Go on.
What does he do?
What was it?
A cauliflower sample.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah.
I don't think he even gave a drop of butter.
It took 3 weeks to get it out of him. He was going on about specials. So, you know, I was saying, oh, the head chef, listen, you have to fucking let him come on, some level of creativity. And going on and calling, where's the have you got the special? No, next week, chef, next week. Next week. And then all of a sudden the big reveal came in.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Go on, explain it.
It was
'Cause I got
a
the-
burger
I
bun.
got the phone call, but I didn't believe you.
It was a burger bun, like just a burger bun out of a packet. Burger bun.
Bundy.
I can't remember what there was rocket, loads of rocket leaves, and then cauliflower puree. So just made a cauliflower puree and used that like as a mayonnaise. That was kind of, oh, chef, this is my mayonnaise. Just cauliflower puree, and then pickled cauliflower, and then rocket leaves, and that was a special.
Al dente.
And I was
Did
just
you taste it?
taste it,
Did
but
you?
like.
All right, fair play.
Crunchy, floury.
But like it was a cauliflower sandwich, and I just thought to myself, that's what I mean. Like the thought process of the chef that he thinks a customer's going to come in and order a cauliflower sandwich, and then like what, and I just went.
That's mad.
I think he was gone the next week.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
He was gone the next week. Yeah.
That'd do it, all right.
Honestly, it was just so when Adam done his one, it was all he'd sandwiches because he was thinking of where we are in Ballsbridge and people takeaway and for lunch and whatnot. Whether we're going to go that route or not, it doesn't matter. But the fact was, willing to do it
Yeah.
is a huge one because a lot of chefs heads up their fucking hole, egomaniacs, and won't. Oh, no, I'm too good for making sandwiches. So that was great, and then
There's a
everything else.
difference between won't and can't, by the way.
Yeah,
Just to note that.
yeah.
You're the can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just sample.
Yeah. You try hard, in fairness. Yeah.
What is it? Is your ingredients, or are you one of these people that
He overthinks
you
it.
know when you go to a deli and you know to go
Overthinks
to
it.
a deli?
Overthinking.
He overthinks it. Honest to God,
Overthinking.
it. What did you do? There's just so many you've done. It's just incredible.
Like big failures.
Yeah, like just really over simple things.
Yeah,
you would.
BLT.
Well, how'd your BLT going on?
Did you use a
garlic
panini
mayonnaise
machine
or
or something
That
like
was,
that?
that was my show.
That was your
Garlic
told
mayo,
yeah.
garlic mayo. Yeah.
Panini machine.
Panini machine. Just
over
stupid
clever.
things. When you're on a BLT, it's bacon, lettuce, tomato. What are you fucking around with it for? Didn't want garlic. I didn't want a panini. I didn't.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's no getting out of this one.
No.
It's really bad.
Yeah, really bad. Yeah. We lost another chef actually over a sandwich as well.
Jesus.
Another head chef out in Donnybrook.
Oh, what was it?
Who's that?
We won't
We lost a
name
lot.
names.
Down
Let's
the
say
road
he was.
before.
I'll say he was a Hungarian,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and
He ran the
I was
400s last
in
night.
I was in
gonna go?
yeah. I was in and for lunch and myself and Aidan, and we came in and it was BLTs. No, it wasn't.
No,
It wasn't your BLT. It was BLTs. So all of a sudden, these two. Now it's really embarrassing when you're coming in with someone. You're in your own restaurant, right? And you order 2 BLTs for a quick lunch. So this came out, 3 slices of bread, and they were just completely anemic and white. But like the bread Adam served there, they were like crusty on the outside, right? So, and they were just completely anemic, but I picked, they were like stale. But because they weren't toasted then, they were soft. And then the weight of the sandwich was, so that they all started breaking in half, because the sandwich was packed with egg mayonnaise, loads of egg mayonnaise. Now, there's a couple of things I don't like. Boiled eggs is one of the things I hate. Oysters is the other one. Outside of that, I'm pretty all right with everything in the world, apart from insecty things, like soft shell crabs and shit like that.
Don't like soft shell?
I couldn't. I can't get the. But anyway, so the sandwiches came out. So I pick it up and it's breaking, there's boiled egg in it, and it's just, and with tons of it. And the two of us, and we're down there with a knife and fork, and we're being polite and all that. And I said, for fuck's sake.
And a knife and fork to eat a sandwich.
Yeah, because you needed it. Because it was. So I went up and I went. I said, what? I said, now, there was a legacy of problems, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't the first one, but it was the straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah. I went, what's the story with the sandwich? And he goes, what do you mean? He goes, what's the story with the BL? What's the story with the sandwich? I go, like, did you not toast it? Like the bread is. And he goes, I did. And I said, you didn't, because it's not toasted. It's just completely white. It's anemic. It's just like stale bread. And he goes, I toasted it. And as he's talking to me, I noticed the grill behind him, the salamander, is off. So I said, where did you toast it? And he goes, because the grill's off. And he goes, I put it in the oven. And I said, so you toasted in the oven? So I said, that's called baked.
Yeah.
So you look at 3 slices of like Dunn's, like Brennan's bread, like threw them on a flat tray, put them in the oven. So one side was soggy because it was still in contact with the tray. Yeah. The other side was just baked for about 5 minutes, so it was like stale on the outside of it, and then built the sandwich up, and that was the reason. So this is the head chef now, so I had to explain that isn't toasted. He completely disagreed. This is toasted. He was arguing with me, and I'm going,
Strike 2.
God, I'm going, this is correct.
In my defence,
It was,
right, I was setting up Pink at the time. I had nothing to do with that. I had no hands.
No, you had nothing to do with this. No, this is nothing to do with this. This was just a loose cannon. So then we got over the toasted bit. Well, I moved on, let's say, from toast, but I never got over it. And then I went, and what's the story with all the boiled egg in the sandwich? And he goes, well, that's what I put in my BLTs. And I said, no, you don't. It's a BLT. Yeah. What part of bacon, lettuce, tomato? Where's the E? You know? And he goes, well, that's how I do it. And I said, but you can't do that. I said, it's like you don't order a pepperoni pizza and put a Mars bar on it. It's a pizza with pepperoni. You can't just decide this thing in cooking. You know, there's certain things.
Right.
You know? Yeah. And he goes, no, that's the way I do it. It's a big fucking standoff. That's the way I do it. And I said, why? And he goes, it adds moisture. And I just thought, so firstly, you don't know how to toast bread. Right. You don't know what, and then your BLT. So that was that. So he went as well. Yeah.
And I used to be a COVID delivery guy when I was doing the Southside route. I used to text ahead, make us a sample, because we had a Berlingo van. We got decked out, pimped out, like with all your restaurants and all that, and I drive around Dublin in it. And I used to text ahead, you know, coming through in 10 minutes, have a sample, it'll be tinfoil as I'm going by like the relay, like you hand out the window. Yeah. But he used to put maybe 15 rashers on the sandwich. Some neat thing was like, oh, fuck.
You were delighted, right?
Stupid, like I just wanted, you know, like a BLT a lot.
But it's just signals, it's just signs that people just don't have the idea of how to cook. You know, there's just basics, fundamental instincts and what you do and what you not do, and not understanding ratios and portions. Like if you're giving someone a burger and they put in 6 beef patties, think they're doing you a favour, and then like the whole balance is gone, everything's gone, and it's just basic.
It's like the combi chef.
And a sandwich is a real one, isn't it? I think that should be the key for anyone. If you can't make a sandwich,
soup is the real one.
Yeah, it's hard to make a bad soup. It's hard to make a bad soup.
Soup's the real.
The hardest thing about it is getting the phone call.
I get the phone call.
Yeah, but I get the phone call for front of the house, and then you've got to turn around and like someone to put 10 candles on his table or something stupid. You know, what the fuck are they doing? Oh my God, what's that doing? Like, if you aren't telling them the wrong thing, you piss them off, but you've got to justify the sandwich. Why is he doing it? I don't know.
It's like what you're saying when
it's hard.
People think that they're doing you a favour by sending you 25 courses when you go out to a restaurant.
Yeah. Your father-in-law thinks you're an arsehole.
No, but that was years ago.
He comes in for a big steak. We had a menu in Bon Appetit called Bovine, a steak place. And your man just wants this big steak. And your man would send him about 15 courses. The fella left at 12. Everyone's leaving. He's waiting on the steak.
Yeah, but that's the mistake of younger chefs.
Keep doing it.
You're showing off.
You're showing off, yeah.
Showing off, yeah.
It's like the old story, you know, like when a kid is drawing a picture, they don't know when to stop. So you see the sun, the moon, the sea, the land, the things all in one picture. So,
Yeah.
no, just calm it down. Just draw one thing.
And you usually get siblings, little sister, big brother, mom, dog. Or dad's never did it.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I always get bored.
Dad's taking the photo.
Yeah, I'm always a little head just put in as an afterthought in the end with a few dots from my hair.
So I used to always joke with Ludo. Because we used to creme brulee downstairs in Bon.
Yeah.
But then he'd have a tweel or a poached pineapple or a fig on top.
Oh, yeah,
and he
yeah.
Used to batter me. The fuck are you doing? And I was Andy Tar, whatever, Ludo. I'd ever 3 people in
This
here.
was an old pastry chef in Bon Appetit back in the day.
So we had the Michelin and we had the Brasserie. So
I think he worked for
He
Dylan.
did. Ludo.
Yeah.
Green,
Yeah, Ludo likes it,
matcha tea, white chocolate dessert. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he used to always
Big tall guy.
overcomplicate
Yeah, yeah.
something. He used to go one step too far, then I'd get the bait. Because I'd be, here's a tweel and a fig, and he'd be, it's a classic creme brulee. It's nothing to do, it's simple, classic bang. But we used to always go one
Yeah,
step
too
too far.
much.
The
Too
business.
much,
And I
too
get-
much.
He was very particular, that lad. Yeah.
Yeah, Ludo.
got better
That was
off
very
back
early doors, wasn't it? He was there.
It was. He went in for bonsai.
Yeah, very early doors. Yeah.
Sorry, taste.
Did he come from the Ritz, or was that before the Ritz? He went to the
Sure, but he
Ritz.
had a
after.
very
Beauties as
rich
well.
aura about him.
Yeah, okay, because he went down to. I know he was in the Ritz. He was away. He was in Tenerife doing. He was the head pastry chef in the Ritz Obama, and then he came back. He was the Ritz in Dublin. I don't know was that
Got around
before.
more
That was
towards the
definitely
Britney
after
Spears
after
than
he left me. But I think he's still in Dublin, is he?
So, yeah.
So Aaron said the footage last week on on a boat. So
Right.
This is pacherici. So it's basically it's spinach emulsified with garlic and parmesan,
Yeah.
and then we just cook the pasta, and then we just add the pasta water, and then add the emulsion cold, and then toss,
Yeah.
and then it's done with pancreata on top and hazelnut.
Pancreati.
Pancreata, sorry, pancreata.
Pancreata.
How would that read on the menu? You're not saying leftover
You
bread.
could go flavoured breadcrumbs.
Flavor bread.
if you found dead cow in a field, you put it in your roof. You drive home down the 50.
Ma, look what I have for you. A new pet.
It smells amazing. It really does.
That's very good. There's a little bit of lemon in it.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
So
I like
simple.
that. Yeah.
So
Smells
simple.
lovely.
I couldn't even tell you how simple. It's literally just wilt the spinach and garlic, and then you just add parmesan.
Yeah,
Why not?
I really love the lemon zest that's
Yeah.
coming through.
Yeah.
And that's in the pancreati. I never heard of pancreati in my life.
Pancreata.
Pancreata. It sounds like
basically-
it
it's
sounds like a
Italian
fucking
breadcrumbs, so
sounds
they-
like an organ.
It does. Pancreas. Yeah. But yeah, it's just
Very tasty.
it's pretty. It gets oily because obviously the oils come out.
You split it.
as the pasta it splits.
So it's like a chlorophyll nearly.
Yeah, I quite like it when it splits though. I don't know, because you kind of mop it up.
That's
Oh,
delish.
bring out the batch bread.
I'll bring out the sourdough.
I'm joking. I'm kidding.
Yeah, that is delish.
So yeah,
lovely,
the
it's really
Italians love carbs and carbs. So carbs and carbs kind of thing.
That's the magic plate of food, huh?
Yeah.
That's a bowl of lunch and you're done, isn't it?
Yeah. So what? This could change.
I really like that pasta.
Yeah, they got it from Italian delicatessen. But,
Okay. Very good.
yeah.
That's lovely.
And that's a quick as to get out of the kitchen.
Oh my god. That cooked in 3 minutes, and you could literally just take the pan off the heat, add the emulsified spinach, and then just put the pasta with a bit of water. Gone.
Yeah, because I'd say you don't put any heat to that.
No.
Yeah.
But look,
Yeah. If you put heat to that, it would just be
You're
a
gone.
plate of oil. Yeah.
There's all the fats coming from the cheese and stuff, and it's just splits it straight away.
So it's like
Pretty tasty.
it's a smooth pesto minus the nuts and
Yeah,
that garlic.
yeah, just a can I say wanky pesto?
But it doesn't matter if it tastes nice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the reality of it.
Doesn't
Like-
matter. Doesn't matter.
Like at the end of the day, you're
Get a bonus points on it.
you want a nice plate of food.
Exactly. And I think pasta is you can ruin it so easily by trying too much. You know what I mean? Just
Like anything else.
yeah, exactly. All right, next.
Winner. Yeah,
I
good
really
man.
like it. It's lovely.
Really good.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry about that.
Like you said, the lemon.
Lemon was great, wasn't it? Maybe a bit more of the crumb, maybe, because I thought
Yeah,
like
to go through.
yeah, because I thought with the lemon was with the crumb was thing. Huh?
Confident to do that.
We're confident. Huh?
100%. Yeah. That's what
There's
we were
enough
taught.
flavour
Just
in it that you didn't need any meat or any,
Well,
components.
There's an old expression that says great design is when there's nothing left to take away.
Yeah.
Jeez, you stumped us for words there.
Like,
What you're philosophizing.
Yeah. Get used to it.
This is just a salad. Just go with it.
Okay.
And then I'll give you belly, just pressed, but it's just rendered down with some jus.
Okay.
And then a fillet, and then pickled. And that's it.
This dish goes great on that plate because your andouille cream is just bringing all the colours. It's just joining everything together, isn't it?
So I recommend try and have the andouille with a bit of pickle. I can get more pickles for you if you want.
Yeah.
I'll get some
I,
more
no,
pickles.
yeah, well, maybe so.
Yeah, well,
just because there's 5 of us eating it. Yeah, that's quite hot on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the pickle is lovely.
I'm not any of his.
Hispy cabbage.
Yeah, nice
What
kick
is
off
it? What'd you stick your finger in?
You do your cream.
Oh, yeah,
Nice
yeah.
kick off.
It's really good.
Kind of lifts the old pork, doesn't it? The fillet. It's a bit of everything.
Here you go.
Thanks. I noticed you're a flour guy.
I'm not really a flour guy. I thought you guys were a flour guy. That's why I put flour guy.
I can understand why you think you're a flour guy.
I'm not a flour guy.
Okay.
I'm more of a fresh herb guy.
Yeah,
I'd rather use fresh herbs.
yeah.
instead
I
of
wouldn't be a
flours.
flour guy either.
No, I think they're
I have a nice word for it. Wanky.
wanky. See, I was going to say that, but I'm on camera, so I didn't want to say that. But I'm not a flour guy.
No,
I'm not.
yeah. It's
It don't taste like anything. I'd rather put fresh dill on it. or
well, for
fresh
me, it's a
feta.
case of why nothing should be on the plate unless it has a reason to be there.
Exactly. Yeah. But the sodium, the only reason why I picked that because it's pepper.
It's pepper,
I did
yeah.
put pepper on it. So if you get the sodium, it should give you some little
Okay.
pops of pepper.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the only reason why I use that flour.
if any herbs or flowers for a purpose, fine. But if it's just to make your food look pretty,
I agree. I totally agree with
I
you,
think
seriously.
cop on. It's fine as it is, you know.
Yeah. So the salad is Gruyere cheese,
Which is lovely.
the Green Goddess
Oh, yeah.
sauce, and then it's
What's in the green goddess sauce?
Green Goddess is just herbs, cream cheese,
You share half of you?
and yogurt. That's it.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really fresh.
Yeah, really fresh.
Really
And then
fresh.
the same thing again. The same thing we put in the pasta is on the salad.
Okay.
It's just trying to use, as I said, all leftovers, and just blitz it up and trying to utilise throughout the menu. Just fresh salad. Do you know what
You taste
Yeah.
it.
Really good.
I mean?
Because normally side orders are quite heavy and stuff, and now I just feel so light.
Yeah.
What's the sauce again?
It's like the Green Goddess sauce. It's just dill, parsley, basil stalks, not dill, parsley stalks, cream cheese, and yogurt. That's it.
Very nice.
What's the crumb?
It's
The same
stuff
thing
with
as on the pasta.
Just leftover sourdough, blitzed up, roasted with some herbs. That's it.
Dried
And lemon zest.
dried pancreas.
Dried pancreas.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly what everyone wants.
Very good, tasty plate.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, really good.
That complements that really well as well.
Yeah.
The salad does.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this going as well. Try and get as much pickles and different kind of stuff that people don't really not utilise. Put with food, but
Yeah.
it should go with it. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
good,
just
yeah.
something that I want
Good
to do.
stuff.
That's lovely.
I think you do know. That's the
Yeah,
reality
yeah.
of it. Very good.
Yep.
Excellent.
Right, next.
Yeah,
I'll
good
leave
man.
the salad there.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
so
thanks. It's very promising, isn't it?
Yeah, that was lovely.
Really good.
That was really good.
I suppose the other side as well is we need to make sure that we're not creating food for one person. Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's what we do always.
you can go in a kitchen and present a plate of food. Everyone in the world can go in a kitchen and present a plate of food. But can you do that now for 300 people?
Yeah.
That's the important thing. So it's about finding
Yeah.
that's the only thing we need to make
The
sure
belly
that.
and the perfectly cooked
Yeah.
fillet pork and
So to do that, to create it for 300 people, you just have to have enough staff to do it, and then it's the whole balance of business thing. Never. But so far, it's all been pretty simple.
really good.
So you don't mind some intricate stuff like that. That would take a lot of components of that now.
Protein that would be plated.
Well, that's what Adam's put up as a thing. I think if you ate that whole dish on its own, you see, that's the difference. We're only having a corner, you know. And obviously, you're in a meal scenario, so it's kind of hard. That's the
I
one.
suppose it balances over the starter, main course, side order, isn't it?
Yeah, that's one of the difficulties of restaurants is that you produce a main course with the idea of leaving room for a starter and a dessert. You know, because that's what we're trying to do is give you a full meal. There's no point if a main course is enormous. Well, then you wouldn't have a starter or a dessert. So But if you just look at it on its own and it's just all you had, you could probably say there's not enough food. So it's that's the tricky one.
I thought there was loads in that.
Yeah.
I thought it was generous. I thought it was perfect, the right amount of it. But then again, I didn't eat it all.
Yeah, it's very different eating the whole dish.
Yeah.
That's it. Adam, we're talking about
Me?
Yeah.
we were just talking about
This
the
is mushrooms served on papiette.
Lovely.
And then fish with potato, samphire, and braised leeks. There'll be different herbs, they're a bit wilted.
And the fish?
Fish is cod again.
Okay.
So what did you say that was? Potato, samphire, and
Potato, samphire, and leeks. And then the sauce is brown butter.
okay.
Yeah.
It's a point of difference.
Huh?
Huh?
You'd have a bowl of mushrooms.
Yeah. They're delicious.
Absolutely.
It's just one thing that you don't have to worry about during service. It's already done in the prep station.
Yep.
So you just put it in, and it's gone. It's like
Just a
rest-
heat up.
You don't like the paper part because we used to have a dish on papiette. It was a fish on papiette in Bomb.
Well,
And you were opposed
But
to that.
you're not scooping fish out. You're literally just taking mushrooms. I know what you're going with, but these won't disintegrate.
I suppose where I'm going with is the balance between, obviously we're in hospitality and we're providing a unique dining experience and points of difference and all that sort of stuff. From a cook's point of view,
Yeah,
it's pointless, isn't it? Do
yeah,
you get me? Like,
yeah. I know what you mean.
It's like there's no benefit whatsoever from a cooking point of view.
No, there isn't.
It's just a presentation thing.
just-
It's
it's
just a
just for
point of difference for the customer.
Yeah,
So that's it. Like it's
Yeah.
like you could serve them in a fucking donkey's ear.
until I say.
Yeah. They're just harder to find.
There is one thing that they didn't have enough Madeira. I would like a bit more of an alcohol kind of sourness to it. Just as you're tasting.
What do we hear? Oh, it's leeks underneath it.
Yeah,
Did
braised
you
leeks.
And would
salt?
that be a nicer touch if you had that branded and won?
Yeah. Could if you want to, yeah. That would be-
Or is it?
We could brand the page. Yeah.
Did you salt the fish?
yeah,
How long did you salt it for?
overnight. Yeah, is it too salty?
I think your mushrooms are high.
Yeah, I think the mushrooms are high. We just said that.
Yeah, well, they're the two things she's cooked. So. But yeah, as in
And I think for
highly
me,
salted.
Yeah.
yeah,
highly
and I
salted,
think-
yeah.
And I think the cod is highly salted.
For me,
It's very, for me as well.
Can I taste it, please?
It's very salty.
In fairness, it's cooked perfectly because look how moist it is. It's glistening.
Yeah, I like salt, but that's salty. Yeah.
yeah.
That's very salty. Yeah, I'll get you another one.
No, we don't need no taste.
No.
Sorry about that. That's
okay.
So-
the thing I didn't cook.
That was seasoned overnight,
That was seasoned.
salted overnight.
I literally cooked one before and I tasted it just there because it was just left out too long. So I tasted it. It wasn't salted.
So did maybe
This was
maybe she
salted.
seasons more and it's
But she did,
it's
yeah.
yeah.
She seasoned it too much to
Yeah,
serve.
but that's a tricky thing to do because you have to.
And I think she might have used salted butter in the beurre blanc.
Yeah, well, you have to salt the fish first of all, and then you have to taste it and know what your salted fish tastes like to then determine how much added salt you add.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that's-
It's a little mistake, but you get the concept.
I really love the beurre blanc, the brown butter beurre blanc.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
But just remember, it won't be done with salted butter next time later.
Sure.
I think she used salted. I think the salted butter in there, not unsalted.
yeah, we would be salted butter users.
See, I would only use unsalted because then you can season the taste instead of the butter control and everything. That's just me. That's mine. Because then you have more control as a chef if you use unsalted. Still the same flavour, right? It's butter. You just added salt. That's what I think.
That's one angle.
Okay. Yeah.
The alternative angle is, and the financial benefit is,
Oh, salted cheaper.
salted butter is about 20% cheaper than unsalted
Really?
butter.
Yeah.
That is totally opposite.
What's the
isn't it?
point of using unsalted butter in savoury cookery when you're adding salt?
Yeah.
So just as the chef, you use the
Yeah.
product which is 20% cheaper,
Yeah.
and you just put less salt in with your hand, and then the end product's the exact same. So you're
Yeah.
increasing the price of the dish by 20%
Yeah.
with no added benefit whatsoever.
True. But there is the one thing with this dish that I would use unsalted for is because she's reducing it down to brown butter, so it gets saltier. Do you know
Yes,
what
I
I mean?
get you. You're getting rid of the milks
Yeah.
off it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gets a lot saltier when you're using brown butter.
Yeah,
Because it's like anything, right? You reduce anything down, it gets more intense.
that's right. Yeah.
Unless once you've achieved your brown butter, you add milk back
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's all. We just do things like
But
that
we'll
because
figure it out. We just add more lemon
Yeah.
juice to the bleeding sauce, or more cream to
The
it.
sauce is amazing.
it's a delicious dish.
Really
Yeah,
does.
like I can
the
obviously
salt hits.
bypass. Yeah, but I can bypass that.
Yeah.
That's a bit of seasoning.
But it's so simple as well. Like I can't tell you, it's just a bit of diced potato.
Everything that you produced apart from the pork dish, I can see is really fast.
Yeah, the pork dish takes more time to the plate, but the prep of it is basically just pork belly and cooked.
Yeah,
fillet.
the prep part is easy.
Yeah,
Are you sous vide your fillet?
No,
No,
that's
just
cooked to
straight
order.
up.
Yeah, it's just dry. Literally, just take it out of the bag, dry it out overnight, and then cook to order.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
It's just the rest of the process.
I think it's great. Have you more that you done?
No, not today.
Great, excellent.
We'll do more next week if you like.
No, I don't.
What?
I don't. For what we're doing
I
today.
think what I do with the sandwiches and stuff, it's just deli sandwiches. Just
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
find the right baker.
Yeah, you wouldn't just take him to one side and teach him. The worst sandwich maker in Ireland.
Yeah,
Good on
thank
you.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Really good.
Very good.
Really, really good.
Excellent, 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 excellent. So
Best lunch I've had in a while.
Right.
Free as well.
we
The
we
worry
now have a
was,
starting
like,
point.
we met. We've had a good few chats.
Yeah, we had a good
he
chat.
gets
So
a bait
all
in
we
a few
established
more
was
All the
Okay.
shit I was talking just came true.
no. All we established was you were a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You certainly knew what you were talking about. You said all the right things,
Yeah.
but there was a big question:
Can he cook or
can
not?
he cook?
Like, I'm going to make a few phone calls now, just like relief calls.
And it's kind of
David, all right, David.
it's flipped everything on to Christian now, really.
Yeah.
You could like drop plates and everything. You could be a life. Absolutely. You're coming across a nice fella, but it's all on you now.
Food is great, but service needs work.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we could, there's a few things, obviously, the strategy channel that I would love. Maybe I might slice them a bit thinner. And
Yeah, but that's all teething, and
it's all little things. Yeah, but I was a bit disappointed with
food
the
should
tomato
should
stuff,
always evolve, and if you're cooking the same stuff in 6 months' time, there's something wrong.
so, yeah.
You should always have a way of improving.
Exactly. I think that's the only way that I will work is to try and change. It keeps me going, you know. Try and change things up, and not sit in the same menu.
So I suppose what we need to do is figure out now the full menu,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the serving style,
Yeah.
of what way we're going to attack that
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we did discuss.
versus traditional restaurant, starter, main course, dessert, or
Sections or
whatever way we're going to do it. Now is the time to decide
The hybrid
what are we launching,
styles.
what are we launching the restaurant as, what's the style going to be. So
and Sunday
that's
roast.
important. We know the food is going to be great. We know
Really wanna do
we
is-
know the building is stunning. We know obviously service is going to be great. So it's now the last thing is just concept and style and delivery. Delivery, that's probably the
Delivery.
real question.
I
How
do
we
agree.
deliver.
It's mostly, so for me, these are tested dishes throughout time going, this is quick, I know this is quick, I know this is going to go
Yeah.
out quick. And if it doesn't, then there's something wrong in the chain.
They were all
you know?
probably sharing dishes minus your pork.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything
They were all kind of middle of the table. The pork was a little bit.
for
Personal,
yourself.
yeah.
No, it was a bit. It was just. It's hard. It wasn't as evenly
what
because
you
there's
mean.
so many different components going
Yeah.
on. Some hung guy can take all the pork belly, and you could be left with. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't an even, consistent
Yeah.
split.
It's just trying to put a bit of everything into. I don't want it to be too casual, but I also don't want it to be too high end. I want people to go in and go, geez, that looks lovely, but that just tastes amazing. Do you know what I mean?
But perhaps even the building of the pork, if it was built a different way,
Maybe you're right.
you'd want
It's
because
kind of sectioned, wasn't it? It was
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
pork.
And
This is this pork. This is this.
I think it's
pork.
important to present. Like, see that dish there.
Yeah,
Every customer that comes in
yeah,
can only eat it the way it's supposed to be eaten because it's built in such a way that you have to break through your fish because you cannot, and then by doing so you are going to get the sauce and you are going to get the crumb and you are going to get some
Yeah.
leek and you are going to get some potato.
Yeah.
Where the pork you can actually just eat a bit of this, eat a bit of that, so you don't actually get the benefit of eating the
Yeah.
whole dish, and you
Yeah.
can't tell a customer, here, by the way, make sure you eat a bit of cucumber with your andouille.
I'll get you
cream."
more pickles.
So, you shouldn't need to direct
I know-
the customer
I know
of
where
how
you're
to
coming
eat a
from.
plate.
Yeah.
It should be constructed in a way that if you want them to eat a bit of cucumber with every bit of andouille, well then we should place it in a way that that's
Yeah.
just unavoidable.
Every scoop gets a bit of
Could
everything.
be a
Yeah.
dice as opposed to a
Yeah, oh,
slice section.
Maybe I
you
could
know?
put it through the jus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so just they're the
that's
kind
a
of
good idea.
things we just
Maybe
need
I'll
to
put it through the
consider.
gym.
And that's
Put
if we're
it
doing
bigger.
the sharing concept model.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Really
Thank
good.
you.
Well done.
Thank you.
I'll give you a hand now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay.
We'll wash yours.
Oh, would you? Sure.